I was reading an article in the New York Times recently, and it was talking about a service called BillFixers. What BillFixers does is they call your cable, internet, whatever provider and haggle down the prices for you so that your monthly bill is lower than it was the month before. They have a very high success rate, according to their website, 94.5%. The way they get paid, though, is they take half the discount that is applied to your bill and extract it for themselves, so that's their revenue model. The biggest concern that I have with this service is privacy. BillFixers calls the provider and doesn't act as an agent on your behalf, but pretends to be you with information that you provide them. Now, I'm not necessarily concerned with fraud with their agents taking advantage of you, but I just think it's a very murky and gray area when you are having someone pretend to be you. That seems kind of fraudulent to me. Now, I'm not going to pass judgment one way or the other, but the reason why I wanted to bring up this service is because I think there's a better way for you to lower your monthly bill, and it's based on the tips that they provide to the New York Times. So I wouldn't use BillFixers personally, but I think that some of the principles that the article talked about are worthwhile. So just some highlights. So basically what they're going to be doing is calling and asking for the retention department. These agents in the retention department, their number one priority is keeping you as a customer. Probably even more so now than in the last couple of years, as there's a myriad of other solutions as opposed to having to use their service, whether that's competition for internet providers or whether that's people canceling their cable bills and using over-the-air streaming or Netflix, things along those lines. So these people in the retention department are really there to keep you as a client. If you're friendly and respectful with them, they're going to be able to help you. They have that power to not have to go ask someone else about giving you a discount, but they have that power to help you. So you want to be very presentable and respectful to them, but also forceful in that you don't want to keep paying these rates and you're willing to cancel your service if you don't get it. The best way that you can make your phone calls, or the most successful way that you can have these calls, is if you get offers from other companies. Certainly, it's easier for you to keep your current provider as they want you to keep their service. But if they're not going to give you a more reasonable price, you can switch. And if you have actual information, if you have offers already available to you, you're going to make your call a lot more successful. Now, the last thing BillFixers recommends is writing down all the offers that they give you and then calling back and speaking to another agent. They've run into some situations where retention specialists will tell them, okay, we're going to lower your bill by X dollars, and when the first month's bill comes in, it's only lowered by Y dollars. So you want to make sure that you write everything down and then speak with someone else so that you know for sure that the information that was originally quoted to you is going to be reflected on your bill. So again, BillFixers, I can't recommend it simply because of those concerns with the deceit that they have when they're representing that they are you on the phone. But I think some of the principles that they use, that the New York Times article talked about, is extremely useful, and hopefully you found it interesting. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to click subscribe below to stay up to date on the latest and greatest videos from my channel.